Hello there folks, how are you doing? Lovely to see you again as usual, and I hope that I find you very well indeed, and a warm welcome back to What's for Tea. And as you can see, we've got some classic soda scones here for you today. These are absolutely delicious, so easy to make, and use 4 ingredients. And if you're Irish, you might know these as soda Farls, so they're just exactly the same. This is everything that I used here, and as you can see, just 4 ingredients, and all of these weights and everything that I'm using will be in the description box underneath the video. So if you want to pop down there, I'll tell you everything that I'm using. So I've got some plain flour there. I've also got some buttermilk and just a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of baking soda or baking powder, whatever you like to call it, or bicarbonate of soda. I've also got some buttermilk here, and this one is from Sainsbury's. Not the easiest thing to find that. Asda had absolutely none. So you're going to need a great big bowl suitable for mixing all of your ingredients. Grab yourself a sieve, and do use a sieve because you'll end up with a lighter scone because these things have a tendency to be quite heavy. Pop in your salt and your baking powder. Run everything through a sieve, just to make sure there are no lumps and you catch any lumps that might be in there. With a spoon or a spatula, make a wee hole or a well, and to that we're going to add your buttermilk. Now you just want to stir this round until you get a nice sticky dough. So just keep going. It'll take you a few minutes. Very, very easy to do, as you can see. You'll know it's ready when it's starting to come away from the sides like this. I like to call that cleaning. You know, it starts to clean the bowl. So pop it into your work surface. Make sure your work surface is well floured because this dough is sticky. And if you find it too difficult to work with, you know, just add more flour. No stress, no hassle, doesn't really matter. So just make sure it's nice and smooth and it's free from the surface. You know, it's not sticking to the surface because we are going to cut this into 4. And the last thing you want to do is for this to stick when you try and pick it up, because that would be a disaster. So use as much flour as you need. You can cook this all in the one round. You know, if you don't want to cut it up, you don't have to. It's just that traditionally it would be cut into 4, just like this. So that's what I am doing. Go over to your cooker, grab yourself a large frying pan or skillet or even a griddle. Pop some flour in just to make sure that your scones don't stick. Pop them in, and you want a very low to medium heat. You know, you don't want this too hot because you don't want them to burn. You want to give these anything up to 10 minutes on each side. I gave mine about 6 or 7 minutes. You can just see them rising there. They do puff up and rise beautifully. And once you're happy, you can just flip them over. Now, mine's were much darker than this on camera. They're coming over quite pale, but they were much darker, and obviously got a layer of flour on there as well. So just flip them over and give them another 6 to 10 minutes. You know, you can judge depending on your own pan and cooker and temperature. But yeah, that's much better. And I'm just going to let mine sit again just to get the underside a wee bit more coloured to match the colour here. And I was delighted with these. I actually made 3 batches of these things. They are so tasty and they're brilliant. You know, see, we just slice them through the middle. You can toast them again, or you can pop butter or jam on them, or even use them as a sandwich. I know people that do that. And this is the noise you're looking for. That sort of hollow noise, and once you've got that hollow noise, you know they are perfectly done inside. So I just like to pop these onto a plate. I'm just going to slice this one through the middle just to let you see what they're like inside. And this thing was piping hot. I would recommend you let them cool down, and they are just so tasty. Just before I move on, I wanted to say, as usual, a massive thank you to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page, and to the channel members here on YouTube as well as the folk that have been leaving my super thanks. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And you might notice as well, I've started doing merch. Yes, I can't believe it, merch. So I've added a few mugs to my shop that you will see just underneath the video. Between the video and the description box, you'll see a wee mug there, and that will take you to my shop. It's just a few wee mugs for those who are interested. So yeah, go and have a wee look anyway and let me know what you think. And let me know what sort of colours you'd like and designs that you'd like, because obviously I can make them to whatever design that you might prefer. So that's all for now, and thank you so much for watching and leaving your lovely comments. You know, I really do appreciate it. So yeah, until I see you next time, which is going to be for my wee Degusta box and Degusta box giveaway, you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you off us soon back here on What's for Tea. Bye now.